In number 1, our job is to create a tree diagram for winning or losing on a scratch game. You are going to go to the store on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to buy a scratcher. Part A, it says use Monday for the first stage and use symbols W for winning a ticket and L for non-winning, which means losing. So we've labeled the top. On Monday, you can either win or lose. On Tuesday, you're going to go off into 2 branches on each of those. 1 for win, 1 for lose, 1 for win, 1 for lose. And then you're going to break it up into 2 more from each of those. Each win has a 17% probability of occurring, which if you change it to a decimal, you move it 2 spots. So 1, 2, which is 0.17. So every time you see a W, you're going to write 0.17 underneath. To determine the probability of a loss, we're going to take away that 17% for a win. We're going to borrow. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 1 is 8. So each of those has an 83% chance of occurring, or 0.83 every time you see an L for lose. We got them all. Then we are going to list our possible outcomes. Remember, the outcomes move along the branches. So win, win, win. Win, win, lose. Win, lose, win. Win, lose, lose. Lose, win, win. Lose, win, lose. Lose, lose, win. Or lose, lose, lose. Part B says, what is the probability that a player will not win on Monday, so lose on Monday, and win on Tuesday and Wednesday? We're going to look for that one in our table of outcomes. Lose, win, win, which is right here. And we need to calculate the probability that that occurs. So the probability of a loss is 0.83. The probability of a win is 0.17, and then another win would also be 0.17. So in your calculator, you can type in 0.83 times 0.17 times 0.17 to figure out the probability for part B. Part C says, what is the probability that a player will win at least once during a 3-day period? All of these outcomes have a probability that adds up to 1 for 100%. So what we can do is find the probability that they won't win at least once and subtract that. Otherwise, we have to calculate each of these and add them up and just exclude that one because we don't want it to lose at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the probability that they lose, 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 and subtract that from the rest of them because that's the one we don't care about. So lose, lose, lose. The probability of a loss is 0.83. And because we have 3 L's, we need to multiply that out 3 separate times. This comes out to about 0.5718, and we're going to subtract that from 1. which you can finish on your own.